radio show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, where you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester. Looking outside, we've got mostly sunny skies, an absolutely gorgeous looking day. And quite frankly, we've recovered quite a bit from our overnight lows, which were actually a little bit below normal. Right now, Matthew, what do we have on the thermometer?
Yeah, so over at the airport, it's mostly sunny at 29. Over in Midland, it's mostly sunny at 30. Here at Radio Center, it's mostly sunny at 27. We have south winds at 6 miles per hour, and our pressure is at 30.21, and it's steady.
We started the morning off in some locations in the mid-teens, others the low teens, and then there were a number of locations where we were talking single digits. Bad Axe started off this morning at 5, Caro starting off at 8, Saginaw at the airport, our low was 16, and as I said, that's about average for this time of the year. We're actually about 18. That's normal. Here at Radio Center, we started off at 14 this morning, 8 degrees over in Cass City. Then we take a look in northern Michigan, where the thermometer got a little bit chillier. We're talking single digits in Houghton Lake, 3 to be specific, 8 degrees in Tawas. Fife Lake was at 4, Gladwin 5, Glenny 2, Lake City at 2. Mayo actually was 1 below 0 this morning. Standish had an overnight low of 7. West Branch looking at 4 degrees. Cadillac started off this morning at 0. Boyne Falls looking at 9, Bel Air at 6, Oscoda 4, Big Rapids at 9, 7 below 0 in Roscommon. They were the cold spot not only in the lower peninsula, but over the entire state. Northern Michigan, specifically in the upper peninsula, we had a few locations at or below 0, but nobody reached that 7 below 0 mark that was in Roscommon. As far as snow depths go, a couple inches in a few spots. Saginaw officially at the airport has 3 inches of snow on the ground. But as we roll through the majority of locations in the lower peninsula, 1 to 2 inches, and that's about it. Northern Michigan, specifically the upper peninsula, a few locations more than that. Around the Marquette area, just under a foot of snow, but many locations looking at half to 3/4 of a foot, and that's it. Most of that snowfall occurred over the past few days, and the colder air, of course, kind of kept everything just exactly the way it is and the way it was. We did have a few flurries. It was breezy over the weekend. We did have wind chills down in the single digits at a number of locations over the past couple of days. But it does appear as though things are not only going to warm up, but we're also going to see a little bit more in the way of sun. Our forecast is shaping up to be partly cloudy, not only for the remainder of the day today, but also tonight. We owe all that to a high pressure system, which is north of Superior, moving into northern and eastern sections of Ontario province, and then eventually late tonight and during the morning hours tomorrow over Quebec, and then settling in the New England states. Now, we do have a low pressure system. It's weak. It's over South Dakota. It has a warm front ahead of it, so everything to the north of that warm front is pretty chilly. For us, we are south of the warm front, and that's the reason why we are going to see our temperatures move into that upper 30-degree range as we finish off the day today. And our low tonight is only going to drop down to right around 28. Again, as we said, with partly cloudy skies. Now, during the day tomorrow, mostly sunny. 47 is going to be our high. So we're a good 15 degrees above average tomorrow. 33 for a low tomorrow night. again, well above normal. Moving into Wednesday, the warm out continues. Mostly cloudy skies. There will be a chance of some showers real late on Wednesday. My guess is right around or after sunset is the way that timing should work out. 51 for a high on Wednesday, 39 for a low on Wednesday night. Then on Thursday, cloudy skies, showers around, upper 40s for a high temperature, a low on Thursday night, right around 30. Shower activity will be moving out as we go through the day on Thursday. And then on Friday, partly cloudy to cloudy skies, upper 30s for a high, mid 30s for a high on Saturday, and then upper 40s for a high on Sunday. And all throughout this period, other than Wednesday night, and early Thursday morning, we're not looking for much of anything in the way of moisture. The above average to much above average trend continues all the way through the end of February into the first weekend of March. Normal high, as we indicated, 33. The average low is 18. Record high in the state, 59, set back 2 years in a row, 2016 and 2017. The record low, 9 below zero, set in 2015. The coldest ever, February the 19th, 2015 was it. 4 was our high, 9 below was our low, and the warmest ever, 19th of February, was set back in 1930. More on the weather. Oh, incidentally, a year ago today, our high was 46 and our low was 33. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, who do we have, Matthew?
Up next, we have Gary Kaufman from Star of the West, and we also have Jody Newsom, and she's the executive director of the Wheat Board.
Yeah, all of that coming up. But before we do that, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made easy. And they want you to mark down on your calendar this coming Saturday. The Thumb Area Old Engine and Tractor Association is going to be hosting their 20th annual Farm Collectibles and Toy Show at the Brentwood in Caro. Everything starts at 8:30, goes until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Vendors will be displaying farm toys, antiques, collectibles, and literature. Now remember, this is a buy, sell, swap event. Admission donation is $3 for adults. Children 12 and under are free. For more information, just go to Caro, that's C-A-R-O, CaroTractorShow.com. We say good morning to Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. And Gary, no markets today due to the President's Day holiday, but we got a little bit of a story to tell as far as how our prices have been going these days, don't we?
Yeah, I think we needed a President's Day to reset this market a little bit, Terry. Yeah, it's been a tough February for sure. You know, last week the wheat took it on the chin. Before it was the corn and the beans turned weeks prior to that. But yeah, last week we've seen wheat down about 36 cents for the week, and corn was down about 13, and soybeans were down about 11, Terry, last week. So.
And what, a lot of pressure because of what's going on south of the equator?
Well, yeah, there's really, weather in South America remains very beneficial. And then, we continued, that USDA outlook report that we got last week was a pretty bearish report. In that we've seen corn ending stocks rising about 360 million bushels, and then soybeans, we've seen ending stocks up to 435 million bushels, and that was 120 million bushel higher. So, it's like we've said in the past, Terry, it comes to demand, but looking at export demand here on corn, we're kind of on pace to kind of meet the USDA estimate, with sales are up about 30% from a year ago, but we had a very large crop last fall, and so that's part of the battle of, we need more than meeting the current pace. And then on the soybean front, with large crop of South America coming to fruition here real quick and starting now, the soybean export sales, they're down about 13% from a year ago, or 19%. Soybean meal sales are slowing down too, with Argentina ready and willing to ship at a 20 per ton discount from our U.S. Gulf exports. So, you're trying to find through all this news, everything's berries. So, we're trying to find some silver linings, and that's tough to find right now.
Yeah, it sure is. We'll just have to keep our fingers crossed and hopefully find a diamond in the rough here somewhere. But like you say, it's going to take some time, I'm afraid.
Yeah, in that diamond, the overall non-commercial short position, Terry, for all ag commodities here are about 600,000 contracts, largest net short position since 2019. We don't know, what will cause those commodity funds to abandon those record short position. We do know the commodity funds, built those record positions, but they tend not to maintain these very long. So maybe in the near future, they'll start covering some of those shorts, and we'll just get one of those technical rallies that nobody's going to see coming. So
no, we'll take that. Oh, I always like fireworks heading in the right direction,
Me too.
Yeah.
So, for sure.
So on Friday, how did we finish on the board?
Yeah, Terry, wheat was down 6. That put cash white at 541, cash red at 451. New crop wheat was down 8 at 557 on the white, 477 on the red. Cash corn was down a penny at 337. New crop was up 2 on Friday at 394. Cash soybeans were up 10 at 1087, and new crop was up 8 at 1069.
All right. Got it. You have a good one, Gary.
All right. Thanks, Terry. You as well.
You betcha. Talk to you later. Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. Didn't have a chance to talk to him about how the wheat is looking in the area, but I think we'll get a little bit better idea when we talk to Jody here in just a second. The market report has been brought to you by the folks at Schaefer and Beerline. If you're ready for a new Ram 1500, a Ram heavy-duty pickup, a ProMaster van, or a Ram commercial truck, and you want to buy with confidence from a business-linked dealer that knows what customer satisfaction truly is, it is time to go to Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, where family and service sells cars. Market report also brought to you today by Thumb Bank, serving the needs of agriculture for well over 125 years. Now they've got 13 locations to better serve you throughout the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay region. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Along with us right now, we have Jody Pollock Newsom with the Michigan Wheat Board Executive Director. Jody, you got a big meeting coming up here in a couple of days, huh?
We do, and thanks to you and your weather forecast, unlike last year, I think people are not going to have to skate home when it's done. So I'm very much looking forward to a good weather day for the annual meeting coming up on Wednesday at Eagle Eye Conference Center, which is in Bath, really right there next to Lansing. And we have an awesome agenda pulled together.
Let's talk a little bit, first of all, about the agenda, and in particular, Dennis Pennington. I know Dennis has really been active out and about, talking to a lot of folks and being involved in a number of meetings since planting season last fall. That guy never ceases to amaze me when it comes to all of the different things that he has right at the tip of his fingers to pass on to people. And this year's not going to be any exception, is it?
Not at all. We are so lucky that we have Dennis as our MSU wheat specialist, a great position that is funded half by our group, the checkoff program, and half by MSU. So it's great to have him as a partner and really work hand in glove together. And I think you see that through the agenda. We have some great information coming to growers. We are going to start with Eric Olson right off in the morning, talking about new varieties. You know, it's exciting to have a young, enthusiastic wheat breeder. And instead of releasing one variety every 4 or 5 years, he has multiple varieties to release every year. So he's going to explain what's out there, what's coming, and then talk to us about what he has in the field and just share some updates I think can really get us excited. And then to follow up with that, we have one of the speakers that is always everybody's favorite, and that is Wheat Pete, Peter Johnson from Ontario. He's going to be back and talk in the morning a little bit about high yielding wheat and kind of set the stage. And then he will be back in the afternoon with Dennis. So Dennis is going to kick off the afternoon and talk about, you know, we've had 3 years of YEN, the Yield Enhancement Network. So Dennis is going to talk a little bit about that. Peter has involvement with the YEN. So after Dennis's kind of update and presentation, the two of them, I call it the production palooza, because there's no topic that they're not going to talk about. And we're really going to open it up for discussion and find out what it is that growers want to learn. So that's going to be huge when we answer those questions. We will also do our usual and announce the Michigan Yield Contest winners. I will do an update on the checkoff program, what's been going on. And then we're very excited to have Director Boring from MDA, who is a very proud wheat farmer himself. He's going to be there and he's going to spend a few minutes and give us some updates. So it is going to be a hard-hitting day with lots of wheat information. There are 5 1A private core RUP credits, and there is 1 nutrient management and 3.5 crop management CCA credits. So a day packed full of information and credits, and also good food and a trade show. So there's no better place to be Wednesday than at our annual meeting.
Oh, I agree there. I'll be there. Hopefully we'll see a lot of folks there too. Again, you're still open for registration, right?
We are, and actually people can even show up on the spot. We like it when you pre-register, so we know how many seats to have set. But if you show up, we will find you a space, and you just go to our website, which is miwheat.org. Scroll down, and there's a section that says sign up, and just click on sign up. You put in your, if you want RUP credits, you put your information up at sign up. And then when you come, all you have to do is pick up your name tag and have some continental breakfast before the program begins at 9.
Fantastic. Jody, look forward to seeing you. You take care, all right?
I will. And Jerry, we look forward to having you there Wednesday in person.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. You take care. Have a great day, okay?
Thank you. You too.
You bet. Jody Pollock Newsom with the Michigan Wheat Board. It doesn't matter which crop you cultivate. You want to increase your profits and grow your business, right? Aqueous is a clear liquid that can be added to any of your current cultivation application methods. It works well with other chemistry and can be applied at the same application with no additional effort or costs. It's proven to work on your crops. Increasing your yield means increasing your profits, growing your business. So go to Aqueous, that's AQUEUS.com, and check out the ROI calculator and see it for yourself. Grow bigger, grow faster, grow more with Aqueous. Telephone number 231-412-2420. Matthew, when we return, who do we have?
Up next, we have Vic Hupfer from Freeland Bean and Grain.
But this first.
Outstanding capacity, innovation, and the industry's highest density come together in a New Holland roll belt round baler. Available from Ellen's Equipment in McBain, Beale City, and Ithaca. Whether you make 4x5 foot, 4x6 foot, or 5x6 foot bales, there's a roll belt right for you. All models feature wide, durable pickups and smooth feeding systems for faster baling. Integrated precision solutions help you make smart baling decisions on the go. Stop by Ellen's Equipment in McBain, Beale City, and Ithaca today.
Propane isn't just about heat, it's about trust. And at Forward, we know we earn that trust every day, every delivery. Forward Energy has stood on its long tradition of reliability in northern Michigan for nearly 50 years. As a fifth-generation family business built and thriving here in Michigan, we know how important it is to count on your neighbors. Forward has been your hometown propane and fuel supplier for generations, then, now, and for the future. Forward fuels Michigan.
Along with us, Vic Huffer with Freeland Bean and Grain. Vic, good morning. How are you?
I'm well, Terry. How about yourself?
Hey, I'm enjoying the sunshine. It's a little cool, but I think some guys are kind of happy that it did cool down a little.
Yes, they are. Unfortunately, the snow coming before it is going to keep much frost from getting into the fields, but I guess it's at this point in time, we really beggars can't be choosers for the kind of weather we get. The good news is that as we get some sunshine and the snow does melt, it melts slow, which retains a lot of water and keeps it in the soil, keeps our soil. Because if you do the math on how much precipitation we've had over this winter, we're starting to get back to where we're, getting behind again. We could use some precipitation. I know a customer over in the Hemlock, Merrill area that a week or so ago, when the frost was out of the ground, they actually worked up like a 30-acre field of sandy ground, which was really surprising to me. And it didn't look like it worked up all that bad. But other than that, the main things that we're doing right now, still working on right now, is getting fertilizer placed. I got some customers been calling about price quotes and things like that. Urea and ammonium sulfate have moved up a little tick, not much. We're up about $40 a ton from where we started this around the first of the year. So just to keep customers aware, they need to start looking at purchasing those, because I think they could go even maybe just a touch higher. With grain prices being where they are, it's going to keep pressure on it, keeping it down. But I think it's going to, we have that ability without products being placed of markets trying to move up on us.
All right, Vic, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. We'll talk to you again soon. Okay.
You bet, Terry. Thank you.
You bet. Vic Huffer with Freeland Bean and Grain. Jerry Samolsky joining us right now from Bay Landscaping Garden Center in Essexville. And Jerry, some folks got a little trimming done over the weekend, I understand.
Yeah, we had a great weekend. A little bit chilly, a little bit windy, but you sure could get it done. Terry, we've got a new pest coming into the state, and it's box tree moth. It's a pest of boxwood, and I think boxwood, if it's not number one, it's the number two plant sold in the United States as an ornamental. And the box tree moth is going to create some problems. It has multiple generations in a year, and so it needs to be sprayed on a regular basis. It's right now we have it in 11 counties in southeast Michigan. So that means it's probably coming our way sometime soon. But if you notice you've got boxwood defoliating, please pay attention and look for that box tree moth. There's all kinds of information online you can find. But that's another new guy we're going to be dealing with, Terry.
I'm afraid so. Jerry, thank you. We'll talk to you again.
Yes, sir.
All right. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Doing your taxes right now. I'm sure a lot of folks, that deduction for property and mortgage. Well, Eric Sawatsky with Yo and Yo Accounting is on the line with me right now. And Eric, let's talk a little bit about those deductions.
Yeah, Terry, just wanted to clear up some questions that we hear a lot this time of year. When and if property taxes or mortgage interest are deductible. And a lot of it is determined on the assets that are owned, the property that is owned, and what type of activity that is. So, yes, if you have a small business that owns property and it's paying property taxes, mortgage interest, that's always going to be fully deductible. Same thing generally if you have a rental property and are renting that out and it's generating income that way, those will be fully deductible. Now, when we get to owning property personally or for investment purposes, then we're going to be looking at a totally different set of rules. And they may be deductible, but a lot of it determines based on your personal tax situation. So if the standard deduction is typically more than your itemized deductions, you're probably not going to get any additional benefit for those property taxes and mortgage interest. But if you are in a situation where you are still itemizing deductions, property taxes currently are limited to $10,000 a year, and that is property taxes and your state and local income tax payments. So you can only deduct up to $10,000 per year on all of your tax payments. And then your mortgage interest is deductible on your primary home and only on the first $750,000 of debt. So if you had a really large mortgage, you may be limited, or you have a mortgage on a second home or a line of credit, those currently are not deductible. So definitely limitations there, and you want to take a look at that. So just be aware of those rules. If you're a business or a rental, there's no concern with deducting those. But if you're itemizing or not able to itemize, we've got to take a look at the details and see what is possible.
Good advice. Eric, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You take care. Have a great day, okay?
You too, Terry.
All right. Eric Swatsky, Yo and Yo Accounting. So you need some tree trimming done? Well, might be a really good idea to get a hold of Legendary Tree Care. They'll remove the trees too. No job too big, no job too small. They are fully licensed and insured, and they do specialize in big projects. For more information, legendarytreecare.com, or like them on Facebook. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude with the playing of our national anthem.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by